Welcome to another episode of Sanford Says. My name is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford, and you're listening to Sanford Says. We have a great topic this day, and it is about, of course, special events in the City of Sanford. We're in the holiday season, November, December. We have two wonderful guests, residents of Sanford, Caroline Gardner and Robin Thiessen. They are both co-directors of the Tour of Homes and the Historic Trust Tour of Homes, and they're here to talk about their event in December. We also have Jennifer Brooks. Jennifer Brooks is the Special Events Manager for the City of Sanford, and Jennifer's always got a slew of information because there's always something going on in our city almost every day. Right, Jennifer, in the City of Sanford.
Yes.
Welcome, everyone.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for having us.
Yes, it's great to see everybody. So let's get started. Jennifer, we're going to talk about November events, and then Caroline and Robin are going to speak particularly about the Sanford Historic Trust Tour of Homes, which is coming up on Saturday, December 4th. But we'd love to hear your input about these other Sanford events that are going on in our city. Jennifer, what's happening? We're in November, and of course, the 11th is around the corner, and that means Veterans Day.
Yes, we kick off the month with our Veterans Day ceremony. That will, of course, be held at Veterans Memorial Park on Thursday, November 11th at 11 a.m. We're privileged enough to have Chief Smith will be our MC for that. Our police chief is going to MC that. If you haven't heard him speak before, he's a wonderful speaker himself. I look forward to his leadership on that event as both a veteran and a Gold Star parent, and of course our police chief. He just really, his presence alone brings a lot to the ceremony. A couple of that, we also have Ed Burford, a retired VA person for Seminole County, is going to be our guest speaker. So is going to be a really special event.
Very nice, and that's held at our Memorial Park right here across the street from City Hall.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, must attend event. Way to thank our veterans, past and previous, and most importantly, our current veterans. It's amazing to watch the people out there in civilian clothes that do an absolute correct at ease stance with their little hands buckled behind their back and their toes, and it's just like, oh, you're active duty, aren't you?
Yeah, and this, of course, we must mention, Jennifer, thank you for your service.
And
you
Lisa, thank you for yours.
A veteran.
Oh, that's
yes.
right.
Yes.
Oh. Thank you, ladies.
Yes. Thank you. All right.
So I also want to say that the Recreation Department is hosting the 46th Annual Golden Age Games currently. We're this weekend and next. We have all kinds of stuff going on for those ages 50 and above. With things like basketball, billiards, golf, pickleball, swimming, all kinds of different competitions from 50 to 100. So please, if you're in that age bracket, get your competitive spirit going and join us at
You want to
Golden
sign
Age
up,
Games.
Robin?
Yeah.
50 is the new 40.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Absolutely.
You want to do the butterfly in the swimming pool? When the young swim team, can I help you up?
Yes.
Okay, the rest of the month we have, of course, our Alive After 5 will also be Thursday, November 11th. Hours are there 5 to 9 p.m. On Friday, November 12th, we have Action Church is bringing their annual fall festival. It's usually on their property, but they're bringing it to Fort Mellon Park so more people can participate. We're actually going to have a Ferris wheel in
neat.
Fort
Very
Mellon
cool.
Park. Lots of fun and games and great food, all free. They want the community to come out and participate. So please be sure to mark your calendar for that. I look forward to that becoming an annual event for our families. To wrap up that weekend, we have the biggest competitive event in Sanford. The annual Sofa and Suds Couch Racing. West End's hosting the 9th annual Sofa and Suds Couch Racing event, 2 to 6 p.m. on Sunday, November 14th. Later in the month, we have Food Truck Fiesta on November 20th, and we also have Trucks Gone Wild at the Barn that night. In addition, on the 20th, we have Deviant Wolf is holding their Day of Deviants. They'll have 3 live bands that day, and it'll be an awesome day, an awesome Saturday in Sanford. On Sunday, November 21st, we have a brand new event. It's a
Am I reading
cool-
this right? Wait,
Yes.
hold on.
It's called the Cold War from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in
Nerf
Fort Millen Park.
Foam blaster fun.
Oh.
It is.
Explain.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is a Nerf gun or foam blaster fun. This is for adults. Adults are coming for a regional competition that will go on to compete on a national level.
Get out of here.
But
Wow.
Maybe I'll sign up for this one.
yeah, if nothing else, you got to come watch.
Yeah, take your frustration out from planning the tour.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to have the whole green space filled out there at Fort Millen Park. But do bring the kids and check them out. They're going to have lots of free stuff for the kids to check out. It's got to be the new and best stuff.
Yeah, that's 10 to 5 on the 21st.
Yes, in
Very
Fort Millen
cool.
Park. Thanksgiving Day, November 25th, is the annual Turkey Day 5K, 7 a.m. Great multi-generational event from grandparents, family to grandkids, all enjoying the park. And it's amazing how many dads end up in the park with the kids while all the women
Running?
disappear.
Yeah?
Well, no, they go home and cook after the 5K, and all the men
Oh,
are in
yeah.
the park with the kids. It works out well.
That's a cute
But
observation.
it's a really healthy way to start out. Such a start your day of feasting.
Carb heavy day.
Yes, absolutely. So the last Saturday of the month, we have Sanford Avenue Block Party from 5 to 10 p.m. We also have Rock the 90s over here at the Basin. We'll be having tribute bands for the Chili Peppers, Blink-182, and No Doubt performing
That sounds
from
fun.
4 to 9 p.m. Yeah, they
Okay.
bring a lot of good music to town.
Yeah.
And very important on the last Saturday of the month following Thanksgiving is our Shop Small Saturday in our downtown district. Keep it local, shop small, support your downtown, and they really look forward to it. We really put our best foot forward. If you haven't seen our downtown with all the lights and everything,
Oh, it looks beautiful.
we have
Yeah,
a
the
lot of
lights along
listeners
first.
from throughout Central Florida. You got to come down for our Christmas. It's going to be really special with the lights.
Yeah, and that's a great segue. I mean, there's a lot going on in November. It's something for everyone, but this is a great segue to Caroline and Robin sharing our information about such an incredible event in our city called the Tour of Homes, the Sanford Holiday Tour of Homes, brought to you by the Sanford Historic Trust. Would you like to share some of this great
Absolutely,
information?
yes. This is our 32nd annual Sanford Holiday Tour of Homes, so we're very excited. Robin and I are co-chairing the event along with Sarah Clore. This year we have 10 historic homes around Toohey Park and down Myrtle Avenue, which is an area of Sanford's historic district that hasn't been highlighted on the holiday tour for quite some time. Some of these homes have either it's been a decade since they've been on the tour or they've never been featured on the tour. So this is a first time for many of us to be able to see them, tour the interiors, and see them decorated for Christmas. Robin, I'd say this is a pretty walkable route, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. It's within a half a mile, all of the houses from the very first one to the last one, within a half a mile walking distance. We will have golf carts
Yes.
to shuttle people if you need help.
Anyone with mobility issues, we will have carts in place, but it is a walking tour, so we just want to give everyone that notice ahead of time. For ticket information, if you follow our Facebook page, Sanford Holiday Tour of Homes, it has the Eventbrite link posted. Tickets are $30 per person. If you do not have Facebook, you can also head to our website at sanfordhistorictrust.org, and that has the same link information as well. Do you want to talk about Toohey Park and all the awesome stuff we've got planned for that?
Yes, so our ticketing pre-purchase and day of will take place in Toohey Park. We have an artisan marketplace this year. So we have all kind of crafters, artists, people making handmade things, great for Christmas shopping. We have a cafe in the park sponsored by Creations Catering where you can have lunch. We'll have other food vendors around the park so you can shop and have a little lunch. We will have horse-drawn carriage rides as part of our tour, which will be going around the park.
Yes, very excited about that. All
Very
you'll need is
excited.
to show your wristband that you purchased a ticket to the tour, and you can hop on free of charge. Everything else that takes place in the park is free to the public. But if you want to go preview the interior of the homes or take advantage of the horse-drawn carriage rides, you do need to purchase a ticket. And we'll have carolers that Robin has secured
Yeah,
around.
from Seminole High School, they have an a cappella group, and they will be dressed in Victorian costume.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Caroling
What a
in the
nice
park.
addition.
Yes,
Yes.
the kids are very excited about that.
And it's so it's 12 to 9 p.m.
12 to 9 p.m. Mm-hmm.
on Saturday, December 4th. It's
Yes.
the Sanford Holiday Tour of Homes. And for people who may not who be listening that don't know Sanford so well, Toohey Park is located at what?
601 South Elm Avenue. It's right in the heart of the historic district.
Can you purchase tickets day of?
Yes.
You can.
So at Toohey Park, if you've pre-purchased a ticket, you'll be able to kind of do a fast pass through the line to check in, get your wristband, get your program. You will need to have your wristband in order to access the homes. But if you want to wait until the day of to purchase your tickets, you can also do that. I will be accepting cash or credit.
Okay. All right. That sounds
They've
good.
also done I wish every applicant came as meticulously organized as this group, but they have secured a lot of parking. So parking is not an issue for this event whatsoever. There's lots of parking available. It'll be on their website and on ours.
Yep.
And in addition to that, they've also secured the trolley that can transport you even from downtown, throughout downtown, and to their event space. So parking is not an issue for this event.
Yeah,
And,
that's a great point, Jennifer. We'll have designated parking signs at all of the lots that we've secured. And then the trolley stop has been confirmed at the corner of Oak and 6th. So you will just get off at that corner right in front of a beautiful home and walk 1 block over to Toohey Park to check in.
Yeah. And I'd like to mention, too, I know that the city just refurbished, I would say, Toohey Park. And we put in new sidewalks there, and it's just a wonderful park to begin with. If you've not seen it, it's just so quaint, the beautiful oak trees and just the neighborhood surrounding it and the homes. It gives you such a wonderful feeling and ambiance, a perfect place for the tour of homes.
Yes, ambiance is right. We're going for the Hallmark movie concept this year. We really just want to make everyone feel in the Christmas spirit, and I think we all could use a little warm and fuzzy feelings this year, especially. So we're very excited. We're going to have a photo stop in the middle of the park that is an enormous sleigh. So that'll be fun. We're decorating the park as much as we can. And it already has so many lampposts, which is one of the things that the Sanford Historic Trust does is install and maintain those lampposts. But it gives kind of this old world feel that we just love so much about Sanford.
Exactly right, yes. Anything else we want to add about this wonderful event? Encourage people?
The refreshment stop, we'll have one refreshment stop at one of the homes with cider and cookies. Balls of Folly is a traditional aspect of that we feature at the home. So we'll have numbers in front of each home to identify, plus you'll have a map, but also look for the Balls of Folly. They hang in the trees. It's a tradition that goes back to the start of the tour of homes. And it's just such a fun way to decorate. So we are putting those up the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And then one special event that we started doing 3 years ago is called the Tour of Drinks. So that kicks off on November 18th at 7 p.m. at the Basin. We have 11 businesses participating this year. And how that works is the entire month of December, they have selected, and in some cases it's a drink that they would normally have on their menu, like the Imperial has their Old Fashioned. And in some cases, it's a specialty drink. Deviant Wolf is, I think, selecting one of their holiday beers for us. But nevertheless, for every purchase, they donate $1 back to the Sanford Historic Trust.
Very
So
nice.
that runs the entire month of December. But if you want to join in on a fun and maybe lengthy bar crawl with us on November 18th. That's when it kicks off. So we've got 11 participating businesses, and we'll have signage at each one of those businesses to show what the drink is, so you know what to order to support the Sanford Historic Trust.
Right, and you mentioned that because it is a nonprofit, so people may
Yes.
not know that as well.
It is a
total
nonprofit.
Volunteer organization, and this money that you for the trust goes towards the great efforts of the trust.
It
correct?
does.
Yes.
We are a volunteer-based working board of 9 members. We have about 100 general members currently. And we're excited because this is always our biggest fundraiser. For a very long time, this has been our only fundraiser. But now we also are known for, we hope, for the Sanford Historic Garden Tour that will come back. So the Saturday before Mother's Day. I can't recall the event for 2022, but that's also on our calendar. So moving forward, we'll have 2 annual fundraisers, and maybe we'll be back to talk about that, Lisa.
All right, certainly. I'll mark it
Absolutely.
down.
And everyone mark your calendars now. The Saturday before Mother's Day. No better way to treat your mother. Taylor, are you listening? It's a fantastic day.
Yeah, we
It
really
is
had a good
just
time.
Yeah,
And it's
thank
during the
you.
day. It's
Yes.
not just at night. It's during the day, and the gardens are spectacular.
Yep.
The people are so friendly. They give you
Yeah.
clippings.
Yeah.
You can
And
go
we'll
back and
also-
ask more questions.
Yeah.
Right. And that kind of started our idea of having something in the park that's open to the public. But we'll have vendors again as well. And that's kind of what translated to this concept for Tui Park and our holiday marketplace. So
All right.
I think we're approaching 50 vendors for that, for
Yes.
the holiday
Wonderful.
tour of homes.
What I personally can't wait. I go
I know.
every year. It's
The
just
park, like you were saying, is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It
but I
is.
can't wait to see what this group does
Yeah.
with it.
Some
It's
Great
gonna
homes
be
that no one's ever
amazing.
seen before.
okay.
Thank
and
you.
yeah,
we're,
and
we're very
speaking to that,
excited.
Well,
those
yeah.
owners, the homeowners, what they create inside their home and the ambiance that they give to people is unbelievable. It can be in Architectural Digest, some of these homes. I
Absolutely.
mean, it is top notch.
Well, I really think it says something about our community. There's this event, and you do too,
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
forevermore, the garden one and this one. Like the links they go to, Porch Fest, the same thing. Like these homeowners spend so much time, energy, and money,
Yes.
like
Right.
perfecting it. Just
It's a big commitment for
magazine
homeowners.
layouts, yes.
Yeah, and I should mention, actually this year we had an offering from our friends at the Theatrical Engineers Workshop. They have given us $2,500 to give to a homeowner. So on the pre-tour, which is always the Thursday before the holiday tour of homes, we do a walkthrough with committee leads, homeowners, because we won't have an opportunity to go on the tour
Yeah.
itself. So we always try to find an incentive for homeowners to participate. And with this grant, we really are able to offer homeowners something significant. So the night of the pre-tour, we're going to do a drawing. One participating homeowner on the tour will win $2,500. The only requirement is that they submit a project entry to show and explain how they will apply that money to use and put back into their home. It can be aesthetic, like carpentry work or built-ins, or it can be functional. We all have things in our home, especially these older homes, that require work. So
Always.
plumbing, electrical,
Yeah.
foundation,
Constantly.
wood rot, you name it. They just need to submit their project entry to be included in that drawing. But that's something that we hope to continue in future years as
Right.
an incentive to homeowners. So
That's
thank you
wonderful.
to our friends at the Theatrical Engineers Workshop.
Now you do have a sponsor for the tour of homes?
Yes, our sponsor is Heritage Park. We are really excited. That project is breaking ground, I think, in this coming year, hopefully. And yeah, we're just so thrilled that they're willing to sponsor our event. I think it really goes hand in hand, what they're doing and meeting so beautifully the historic district and just the character of the downtown with our event. I think they really align beautifully together. And then we do have additional sponsors on top of that. The Basin is also hosting an after party, which starts at 8:30 p.m. So I hope I can waddle over there. For those that don't know, I'm 7 months pregnant, so I'll be 8 months pregnant by then. But you're really excited. The Basin also hosted our after party in 2019, and we had a great turnout. They have live music, drink specials, and it's just fun for everyone to get together afterwards and, kind of relish in the event. Yeah.
Well, I have to say, on behalf of the city of Sanford and the community at large, we can't thank your board enough for the endless unpaid hours and phone calls.
Jennifer and I have become great friends.
Or putting them to bed or trying to make breakfast. Like, hey, got a sec? But no, thank you. And all the homeowners, too.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. This is really something that defines our city.
It's an honor, and we've had fun doing it. We've had, maybe have a few gray hairs, but nothing we can't handle. And thank you, Jennifer. It's really been a pleasure.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah, and thanks, Jennifer, for what you do for the city.
Absolutely,
of
yes.
Sanford.
A woman of many hats.
It's a kumbaya moment here.
It
Okay,
is.
so any last words from Jennifer about
No, we look forward to seeing you out and about. Be sure to go to our website, sanfordfl.gov. And as you page down, there's a little section that's special events. Click on that. You'll go to our calendar. You can see our street closures there. If you click on a calendar event, you can actually go through to the event's website where you can get more information like the ticket sales, etc., times, parking, all that good information is readily accessible on our website.
Yeah, and we just want to, like a teaser here for December, the City of Sanford's Christmas Parade of Lights. That is going to be December 11th, but we'll come back in December, Jennifer and I, and talk about our holiday events, the city's holiday events. But today we wanted to highlight the wonderful Tour of Homes,
Thank
the
you.
32nd annual Sanford Holiday Tour of Homes from noon to 9.
Noon to 9.
On Saturday, December 4th.
Yes.
Ladies, thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much for having us.
Caroline and Robin, thank you so much. Co-directors of the Tour of Homes. In addition to, you said Sarah Clore.
Sarah Clore.
Yes, Sarah Clore. Jennifer, again, thanks. This is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford. You're listening to Sanford Says. Thank you. You can find this podcast wherever you subscribe to your favorite podcasts, including the city website. That's sanfordfl.gov. Thank you. Happy holidays, and until next time. Bye.